Hello everyone, in this video we're going to show you by writing code how association works. Okay, so what is association? Well, there's actually three types, but there's two that are most commonly well known. One is the one that we're gonna have a look at is simple association, but you have stronger types of association like composition and aggregation. Now, simple association is a very weak relationship. Okay, meaning like if you have a relationship between two objects, then either of those two objects, their lifetime does not depend on each other, and there is also no ownership between the two. If you were to delete one object, it is not going to delete the other one. Okay, and vice versa. So if I give you a real life example, then you have an example of a teacher and a student. Okay, a teacher teaches a certain student, and now if you were to take that student away, and in terms of programming you destroyed the student object, then the teacher wouldn't be gone. The teacher will still be there, and the teacher would still be able to teach some other student. And also same with the student. If you delete or you remove the teacher, then the student will still be taught by some other teacher. So there's no real dependence, unlike in aggregation or composition, where when you delete something, then the other object also gets deleted. So if we implement this in code, okay, the way it's going to work is that I'm going to create a class, and the class is student. Okay, and then I'm going to create another class, teacher. Now what you want to do, we're going to keep things quite simple here. I'm just going to come, by the way, before I go ahead, let's just make everything public. Okay, and we're keeping things simple. We're just going to use just one function in both classes. Okay, in either of the class respectively, just one function. So student has a function study. Okay, and that's just gonna print out for me that the student studies. Okay, semicolon should be on the outside. Then we have another function here in teacher. Okay, it's gonna be actually not study, teaches. Okay, let's go with teach. Now we're going to say cout teacher teaches. Okay, fine. Now we have two different classes. There's no relationship that exists between both of them for now. So how can we link one in and form a simple association? Well, in order to link one to simple association, you need to go to the function, and inside the parameters you have to create a parameter, and you have to create a parameter of the other object the other class. So we're going to create an object of the student class here as a parameter. So now we say student and object, and I'm going to pass this by reference. Now we have created a simple association between the two. Okay, so the student is associated with the teacher, and so is the teacher associated with the student. So why do we do this? Well, because sometimes you need to get access to the student function. You need access to the student function within the teacher class. So we're gonna access the function obj.study. Okay, and since it's a function, we're gonna do that, those brackets. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an object of the student class first, and the student class has to be first, because once we create the teacher class, we're going to pass in the object of the student class. So student and the I'm gonna name the student maybe John, and then we have a teacher object. Teach, so I'm gonna say his name is Sir. Okay, then we're gonna say Sir dot teach. Just hold on. Okay, teach. Now who is he teaching? He's teaching this student right here, so we're just gonna copy his name over here. So it's Sir teach John. Simple English. And once I run this program, you can see that it's gonna perform like that. Teacher teaches, student studies. So I forgot to put the line between the two. Let's just put that. I mean, it's good practice. So we run it again, and it's going to give us the same thing, except that it's on a new line. Teacher teaches, student studies. So this is an example of simple association.